Hi, do you have fascia adhesions? If so, are you possibly rolling with the wrong tool? Are you using this to roll your body? Or are you using this to roll your body? In this video, I'm going to show you what we're doing to resolve these adhesions and to help you feel better. So the problem with this roller is that the surface area is quite large. So if you are, let's say if you are to roll on your leg, what happens is that it is too big to go into your small tissue, okay, on your leg. So we don't use this type of roller or any roller in hyperarch fascial training. We use the tennis ball, and this is the only tool we need. We don't need a different type of balls, larger or smaller, square, no. We just need this. This is like our Swiss Army knife. First thing we're going to do is we're going to roll on the bottom of the foot, okay? We're going to roll on the bottom of the foot because at the bottom of the foot is the plantar fascia. We want to roll it for 2 to 3 minutes, okay? Because fascia takes time to respond to mechanical tension. If you apply this type of rolling with, let's say, 1 minute of duration, it's not going to work. Okay, we need at least 2 minutes. All right. So when you roll, make sure you cover the heel area as well. Okay, the front and the back. You want to go this front and back, and use moderate amount of pressure. Don't go too light. Don't go too heavy either. So try to roll and create some warmth, okay? So once this side is done, you're gonna go to your other side. And usually if you have some knee pains, Achilles problems, ankle problems, hip problems, you're gonna find some fascia knots in your foot, okay? You want to address that to start with, because it's not gonna magically go away. You're gonna use the rolling with the hyperarch fascia exercises to strengthen your fascia web so you won't create this type of fascia knots, okay? A good athlete shouldn't have any. A good athlete should not have any fascia knots. So we're gonna go here. Usually the people who have the most fascia knots are the folks that also suffering from chronic pain. So I'm gonna go here, 2 minutes. You want to compare your left and your right. Do you have more sensitivity on your left, or do you have more on the right? By the way, any type of rolling that we're doing here, this one you can do it daily. There's nothing wrong with doing it daily. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is our calves. We're gonna try to roll the calves. All right, you wanna roll underneath. All right, you wanna roll underneath. Try to feel if there's any adhesions. And I don't have any, but I'm showing you guys how to roll. So you want to spend 2 minutes here on the calf, okay? If you have any adhesions, you try to roll. Okay, once you're done with this side, you want to go to the other side. You also want to spend 2 to 3 minutes here. And if you find a adhesion spot, you want to spend more time on it. So you can spend up to 5 minutes. Okay? And make sure you roll the outside as well. Okay? So you're going to tilt over this way, and you're going to roll. you're gonna spend about 2 to 5 minutes. I think for beginners, you probably will find a lot on the side than on the bottom. And if you have on the bottom, it's probably around here. So we'll keep on rolling. Okay, once you're done with there, you're going to be rolling on this foot, this leg. On the outside. I'll spend 2 minutes. And if you don't find any, for example, you run through, then you don't have to do 2 minutes. You can skip. But if you do find some, at least spend two minutes on the fascia notes. Okay? Next thing we're gonna do is roll on the bottom of the hip. Okay? So the ball basically travels here. It's gonna roll here, here, here. You want to roll on the side as well. You want to roll on the inside of your hip and on the bottom where the hamstring and your hip connects. So it's going to travel in this area. All right? Again, if your glutes are working properly, you should not find any. Okay? So after this, you're going to go to this side. Okay, so after you spend about 2 to 3 minutes on the hip area, you're going to roll the quads. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 areas that you need rolling. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So how does rolling the quad look like? It will be like this. Okay, you're gonna put this here. And you're gonna get into a crouching position, and you're going to roll forward and backward. And if you're quad dominant, you're gonna feel a lot. Because there are going to be a lot of adhesions, especially if you lift heavy weights. And this is going to prevent the fascia from being leveraged in your posterior chain because you have adhesions in the front. Again, if you are more fascia driven, if you're a good athlete, you're not going to find any. All right, you're gonna spend 2 minutes here, and you go to the other side. You're gonna roll your quad forward and backward, okay? So it's gonna go here, 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 all the way up here. Okay, if you have hip flexor, roll it. On the side, like IT band, roll it. Okay, this is all the areas you need to roll. Now, next thing I'm going to talk about is for people who have shoulder issues. Shoulder issues or upper back issue, you know, they feel almost neck problems. What we're going to do is we're going to combine the tennis ball and put it into a socks. Okay? I'm going to put it in. So once we put it in here, we can control it. We're going to find the wall. I'm going to put this thing behind you. First, you want to roll next to your spine. So the muscles next to the spine, you want to roll them up and down. Okay? You want to roll up and down. Try to find if you have any adhesion areas. And once it's done, you do the other side. So both sides. You want to spend about 2 to 5 minutes. Just try to locate them. But again, I don't have any, so I'm just showing you how this is done. Make sure when you do the rolling, you write down, you know, how many spots you have. The first time you do it, every week you want to check to see if these numbers are getting smaller and smaller. And also do the hyperarch fascia training exercises to strengthen the fascia so that these type of knots does not form. Now your left will be much better. After that is done, you're gonna roll your arm, entire arm, okay? Put it here. On your deltoid. On the roll. Also, you're gonna do this side for 2 minutes, and do this side for 2 minutes as well, okay? Why are we doing so many parts, right? The upper body, because fascia is continuous. It doesn't care, okay, over here you have the pain. Sometimes what could happen is that you have an adhesion somewhere else, it's causing you to have a pain here. Very important spot is the side of your torso, okay? Your serratus and anterior serratus. You want to roll, it's gonna be like this. Put this behind your head. You're going to roll like this. Sometimes your back pain is due to a adhesion on the side. You want to trace it. Okay? And if you find the spot, if you find the knot, you want to give it some time. Again, 2 to 5 minutes. Same thing on this side. Okay? After everything is rolled, you also want to roll here. Sometimes a lot of people, this is what happens, they do a lot of bench press, right? But what happens is that the fascia will try to heal the broken muscle by throwing a lot of fibroblasts. And these do not actually rearrange itself. Over time, it creates fibrosis. So you're gonna have adhesions over here, but never clear. And now you have a shoulder impingement, you can't move your shoulder, and you're gonna have socket pain in the shoulder socket. Creates a lot of problem down the road. Make sure you roll this area too. How do you know if you have a knot? Very sensitive. So usually 1 or 2 areas, very, very sensitive. You're gonna roll both areas. And once you're done, write down how many fascia knots you have, okay? Leave a comment below, hit the subscribe if you benefited from the video, and hit the like button. Thank you. Okay, just to recap, on the lower body, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, each side, 4 areas. On the upper body is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, on each side. So it's 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top. There are 8 general areas you want to roll. At each area, you want to spend about 2 to 3 minutes. If you find a fascia knot, you want to spend maybe 3 to 5 minutes. But the amount of fascia knots will significantly decrease if you do this on a continuous basis. Plus the hyperarch fascia training exercises. You're building strength into your fascia web so that it will not create these type of fascia knots.